protest and people jaunt. They protest, and whether or not they should deserve something, or they jaunt during sports events against the other team. There are desecrations against the U.S. flag every day. People who desecrate the flag have to be stopped now. Yes, some people might say we have the right to, but did our soldiers and people of the United States really give us the right to? People out there, like you and me, have to make the effort to stop these horrible acts from happening. Through some research and previous knowledge, I now understand what the flag really means. After explaining all the terrible acts that go on in today's society, and the way we can stop these crude acts from occurring, I hope you go out and make a stand. Now, let's look at some atrocious acts that occur in today's society. The first problem that occurs in our society today with flag desecration is burning the flag as protest. Even though this gruesome act is protected by the First Amendment and is legal in certain circumstances, it still is a gigantic problem that needs to be abolished. In the article, Reasons to Oppose the Flag Desecration Amendment, ACLU.org, states how burning the flag is protected by the First Amendment. The First Amendment is our right to freedom of speech. If this rule act is protected by the Flag Desecration Act, then it totally demolishes our right to freedom of speech. The United States Supreme Court is basically saying what we can and can't do or say. This is supposed to be prevented by the First Amendment, not promoted. Congress has tried to abolish this terrible act. However, the Supreme Court rules that burning the flag is only unconstitutional. It is only illegal when a person conveys offensive thoughts and messages while burning the flag. Another problem we face when it comes to the flag is when the flag touches the ground. According to the article, American Flag Display Fact on Legion.org, the flag is not supposed to touch anything beneath it. The flag needs to have very elite care. I personally do not like it when the flag touches the ground. I feel that it's dishonoring the flag itself and the people fighting for our country. Also, if the flag touches the ground, then the person handling the flag does not deserve to be handling that flag at all. In another article, USFlag.code on USFlagCode.org, there are tons of things that we must follow to preserve the flag of the United States. In the article, it talks about how the flag should never touch anything beneath it, but it has another great point involved with it. There are certain things that a person should just do when handling and caring for a flag. It's called respect for the flag. The U.S. flag should never be disrespected in any way. The final problem we face that regards the flag is kneeling for the national anthem. Doesn't that bother you? According to the article, Why Respecting Our Flag Matters by Angela Kelly on AmericanMajority.org, the national anthem is a time where we salute our flag. As a person that is kneeling, you're disrespecting not only the flag, but all the others who are standing for the flag. The U.S. flag represents us, the people of the United States, and all the sacrifices we have made to make the country how it is today. The flag represents freedom and sacrifice. Our military, family or not, has sacrificed their lives to give us freedom. Give us our rights as Americans that we deserve. Hopefully, after hearing about these problems, you go out and try to prevent these problems from happening. Now that you know what problems go on surrounding our nation's flag, let's find some solutions that can stitch up to the scripts. All these problems with the flag happen every day. However, there is ways that we as Americans can stop these or certain acts from happening. First solution to these problems is that we need stricter laws. As a start, we can strengthen the consequences that are given to people who desecrate our nation's colors. As of now, the only consequence in place for people who desecrate our flag is nothing. According to the article, Survey of Flag Desecration Laws Around the World, written by Micah A. Burrell on Newsletter.org, Congress has passed the Flag Desecration Act of 1989 from the United States. It states, which made a crime punishable by fine of 1 year imprisonment if one knowingly mutilates, defaces, physically defiles, burns, maintains on the floor or ground, or tramples upon any flag of the United States. However, the Supreme Court says that it is unconstitutional to do such a thing. This has to be changed. I believe that anyone who desecrates and disrespects our nation's colors needs to be punished. The second solution to these problems is to not make U.S. flags so easy to get. I myself could get a flag if I wanted to. Someone who wants to burn a flag as protest could get one in the blink of an eye. There has to be harder ways for people to get a flag. There needs to be some kind of long process someone must go through to get a U.S. flag. According to the article, purchase a U.S. flag that's formed with the Capitol on USFlag.org. Anyone can purchase a U.S. flag that's formed with the Capitol, Washington, D.C. All they have to do is send their state senator a letter when they want the flag to be flown, then the flag will be delivered about 3 to 4 days later. It's just too easy for someone to obtain a flag. There needs to be a harder way. My final solution is to speak out. As Americans, we have to speak out. Tell people why it's wrong to desecrate our flag. Tell the government, tell everyone why our flag and our pride and joy needs to be respected because of what it truly stands for. In the article I earlier talked about, Why Respect for the Flag Matters by Angela Kelly. It says, "We Americans don't have a king or a queen, we have a flag. The flag isn't just a flag that represents the U.S. It represents the people of the U.S. This means we have to stand up for what's right and speak out for what needs to be heard. These solutions could lead to a much better society." Now just imagine, you're standing there on the corner of Wall Street in New York on the day of election and you see someone burning and disrespecting our flag. What would you do? Would you just be a bystander? Or would you go and stop the absurd act from happening? These are the people who need to be set straight in our country. And they need to be told why they shouldn't be doing these absurd acts right now. Now, as we sit here in this room, you've now heard of some problems that arise in today's society, and you should answer them. In the grand scheme of things, it all begins with us, the people. We have to speak out. We have to do what is right for our country, for our freedom, for our soldiers over in Iraq and Afghanistan, and for us sacrificing their lives. And for us to say, God bless America.